welcome back to more Titan Quest. Ended on a game saved screen, starting on a game saved screen. Clearly the same session, right? The game has been doing well, OBS has been doing well, so I'm pushing as far as I can. Seems like there's not much going on in this area anyway, so the game isn't really putting too much strain on my computer, on my old laptop, on my potato. So, yeah. It's funny because my computer wouldn't have been considered a potato at its time and for a few years after, but now that we have games like Elden Ring and so on out, with super high graphics and so on, with, well, not super high graphics, but very, very good graphics, suddenly it's a potato. I know, people prioritize the looks over anything else, and that's why that matters and all that, but still is just a funny little quirk when you think about it. Like a proper potato would be like it has trouble running in a browser, which yeah, it would be like dial-up speed for browser would be a proper potato, in all honesty. But, you know, that's not the case. Salty? Who's salty? I'm not salty that I still have a 12-year-old computer and nothing better, aside from an Xbox One that I'm currently borrowing. Like, come on. What are you talking about? Resummoning my ally. I don't know why I did that. I didn't need to. I just put all the aggro on me instead of my buddy. Prison of Souls, huh? Well, am I gonna have to buy another 100 healing potions just to get through the rest of this area? Because it does seem like I'm just chewing through them pretty darn quickly here. I really don't want to go lower than 50% health in as well, due to just how much like a poison enemy can do, a poison archer can do to me, or a legitimately anybody else, honestly, any other characters, honestly. Okay, summon ally again. Do this, reapply my shield to myself, and then move on. Warden of Souls, great. Great! He two-shot me! Okay, so the one lightning attack, the soul lightning attack started draining my mana, or drained my mana. Also, I'm realizing I should probably not take out the Warden of Souls. That's going to unlock all of these cages. And I do not feel like losing so much control over stuff. That is likely the door I need to go to get to Hades. Potentially. Not saying it is, but it does seem possible that that is where I need to go. Well, big guy is just right over there. Let's see what's beyond the big guy. Because there is another note of thing over here. Doesn't look like there's any poison over here, so let's just see how we do facing these guys. Sure enough, it's fairly easy. It's only the poisoners that are pains. Oh, and that is an Impusa hero. Okay, well the Impusa heroes drop stones for me to use on the vault, which means I'm going to want to get this hopefully in first try. Let's get a move on then, shall we? Let's try to draw these giants first. Oh, it's a spirit. It's a spirit person. Spirit dude. Spirit enemy. Not vitality, thank goodness, but spirit for sure. Do. Soul stone. That is all 4 stones as far as I'm aware for the Hades thing. Do I go do the Warden of Souls just to say I fought them? Well, no, I fought them already. Was that another Gigantus Dactyl, huh? Huh? Excuse me? Hello? What the heck happened there? Well, where are we on time? 6 minutes. Let's go... Yeah, let's go back to... Was it Tower of Judgment or was it Plains of Judgment? Plains of Judgment. Had to think for a second there about it.
You've nothing to do with those demons, have you?
I was just checking my Discord, that's why I went quiet. I have 3 here? Why do I only have 3 here? Oh, because the 4th one ended up over here. Okay. Throw those in. Do we have anything else? No, we don't.
So long, mortal.
So long, mortal. May as well respec while I'm here.
Relearn your future.
I have 4 to put in. I haven't really been getting my volatility triggers, if I'm being honest. Oh, I could probably get rid of those in one of these. Yeah. Yeah. Okay. I'm just thinking here. No, I don't want to pull out of that. I definitely don't want to pull out of that either. Yeah, okay.
Choices have been made.
1, 2, 3, 4. There we go. And now we have access to Meteor Rain and Fire Nova if I want to use those. But I am sadly not put into enough with to warrant them. How much damage am I gaining? An entire 10 for every 2 of those because I'm putting in... I think I'm only putting in like 3 or 4, but because of the bonuses, I'm getting 6. No, I'm only putting in 2, but because of the bonuses, the percent bonuses, I'm getting 6 intelligence each, which is just crazy. Honestly. Anyway. Let's head out here. I should be able to fairly easily survive on my own here. If I can't, then what the heck am I doing with my build? These enemies are fairly lower level. Yeah, though. Should have what is needed for opening the vault door back here. Doesn't seem to be too bad anyway. Heading back through here. Essence of the Rage of Ares. Considering how many enemies I just attracted here, I should probably throw out my ally just in case. Why is it dark like this, dude? This is actually annoying. This is a legitimate annoyance here. This is a legitimate annoyance I'm currently encountering. A nuisance, if you will. Okay, I don't have to go over there, I just have to go here. It's literally right here, and then down over here. Shouldn't be that difficult in the slightest. Berserker, great. Yeah, they're not doing that much damage. Thank goodness. And I have 1,556 health now.
What is that gem? What is that gem? Where did you get that?
Where did you get that? Yeah, so we have Venom. We have that one. We have Flame, or Soul. Yeah, and we have Frost.
Hades is a clever god. He would never protect his treasure with only one door.
Okay, if you say so. That means I should probably throw that on, throw him out, and then throw this in. Hades' treasure, 100,000 experience. Mead cap. Is that a guaranteed blue from that chest? I wonder. Spirit Color Shadow Staff. No, that's not going to be for me. Health Potion, money. If you still need money at this point in the game, you're clearly you haven't found enough to make your exact build. Which is fine, it happens for people. It does happen for people. Just a tiny bit surprising in some cases. So this over here, get that over... Oh, no, I thought that there was room there, but there isn't. And I'll throw this over here, I suppose. Start off that one. Well, no. Let's throw this back over in the first bag. May as well grab that. Okay. So how do we open these doors then?
You have won the treasure fair. I suppose that means I am released from my vow. Not that I wanted to be released.
Yep. Well, let's take a look at Mead's cap. Mead cap. Pierce damage, intelligent, minus to intelligence. But, okay, so plus to pierce damage, plus to dex. Okay, this is very clearly an archer cap or a rogue cap. Which is fine. Let's head on over to... Hold on, wasn't there a button? Yes, there is. Heck yeah, I remembered it. Press K and it returns me to here. Huge. I don't think I'm going to deal with the jailer. Just not going to bother. Yeah. So far, it seems like the regular enemies are too easy, and then there's some elites who are kind of, or some, like, yeah, I guess elites or commanders or what you want to call them, that are somewhat stronger, and then you have the heroic enemies who are just like, yeah, some elites who are serious problems, and then you have the heroics who are just like, okay, we're just going to be a big problem all the time, and we're just going to be a constant. You can't really do much to stop us. That one shot me with my shield and my other item up and my other thing up. That's terrifying. I didn't realize that was going to be the case, in which case, there's no way for me to get through that. There is legitimately no way for me to get through that then. Because every time I go down there, I can maybe land one hit or two, and then he throws out the wave, and I just die instantly. That's insane. Where are we at for time, by the way? Oh yeah. I'll ram my face into the wall one more time, and then before I end the episode, if we manage to somehow get through, then yeah, awesome. But if we don't, then yeah. And I'm immediately retreating. Alright, buddy. Alright, big guy. Alrighty. Good job. Nope. And I'm just down. Okay. The fact that that guy does so much damage is what's throwing me off a little bit. Granted, I don't have the metamorphosis for my core dweller, which would give him a ton of armor, absorption, and elemental resistances and so on, which makes me think I should only put in enough points here to get metamorphosis and then put in metamorphosis. I'm actually going to do that now. And yeah, just so I don't forget. I could go to Elysium to do this, I'm just choosing to go to the other thing so that we aren't suddenly blinded by the light of Elysium. Yeah, so that's 6 points to go into there. Again, not really ever triggering this for whatever reason. Don't know if it's bugged or something. But I'll take points out of that because of that. Because of it.
May destiny teach you greatness.
So with 11 unused points, I can max out this, or I can go into here. His burn damage hasn't been showing up. I have been watching. His burn damage hasn't been doing enough. So I am just going to max this out here. And then probably, if I could, I would throw more points into here, but I cannot. I can't. Do I get Meteor Rain? No. Do I get Fire Nova? Eh. Ring of Flame isn't really worthwhile. Flame Surge at this point definitely isn't worth it. 320 to 352 damage. 48 burn damage. This is burn damage and fire damage on the Fire Nova. Maybe I get Fire Nova. %11 chance of impaired aim. Huh. Yeah. Let's try Fire Nova. Fire Nova. Scroll of the Crushing Vortex. Okay. With that, though, thank you. That's going to end the episode. Thank you for watching. In the next one, I will try to push back past the Elite. I don't even remember their name at this point. So, yeah. Thanks for watching. I'll see you in the next one. Take care.